The iPhone Air is a disaster. Well, I mean, it's a beautiful disaster. I really like the way that it looks, but I think it's a giant failure in a lot of ways. And it's funny because all the criticism when the S25 Edge came out, who asked for this? Why did they make this? We didn't ask for this. Nobody wants thin phones. And now, just like I said back in May, I've got the tweet to prove it. The narrative has changed so much that, oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's awesome. I have to get one. It looks so cool. Well, it's just funny how Samsung can do something and it just gets crapped all over, and then Apple does something and it's like, oh, like the sun shines down through the opening in the clouds, and it's been ordained, right? So the iPhone Air, I actually am glad they ditched the 17 from it and just call it the iPhone Air. I think that's good. I kind of wish Samsung would have just called theirs the Samsung Edge. That would have been cool too, but I guess they got to keep up the moniker. So S25 Edge. I think they're already working on the S26 Edge to come out maybe in January. Word on the street is it might replace the Plus. We'll see if that happens. But yeah, there's some supreme differences between the S25 Edge. For instance, and I'll just start off with this: the iPhone Air, one camera, one stinking camera on the back. That's like a complete no go for me. Now with the Edge, you get two. You get a regular camera and you get an ultra wide. That at least makes a little bit more sense. I mean, that's on par with what you get from like an iPhone 17. You still get two cameras. I know that for $1,099, we really wish we would have three cameras, right? But for now, whatever. It's new thin technology to try and make the phone so thin. But it also got lambasted, the Edge, because it had a 3,900 milliamp battery. Well, the iPhone Air has a 3,100 milliamp battery. And it's like, but it still gets all day battery. And then immediately after that, next sentence, by the way, we've got a brand new battery pack that we'll sell you to put on it, which only works with the iPhone Air because Apple would have to do that kind of Apple mental gymnastics to create a product like that. We'll make it so only it works on the Air. You can't use it with the other phones. So 3,100 milliamp battery, one camera, one speaker, not two. And I talked about this. This was a rumor back a couple of months ago, and I said, they're saying it might only have one speaker, but I can't believe that to be possibly true, and it is true. And I had so many people like, no, you're stupid, you don't know what you're talking about, it's going to have two speakers, that rumor has already been debunked, blah 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 blah. No, it has one speaker, which is horrendous. Now, no vapor chamber either, and this is really important because the phone is still made of titanium. So this isn't like the new Pro that has the aluminum unibody design and a vapor chamber. This one has no vapor chamber, just like the iPhone 16. And it still has titanium, but I believe more titanium. And here's the issue with the iPhone 16 and the iPhone 15 with the incorporation of titanium. That's why we got the heat issues. That's why Apple walked it back and used a single solid machine block of aluminum instead of using titanium because it doesn't dissipate heat very well. So what we have is now the new A19 Pro, which I'm really surprised. I'm impressed. I'm glad it has the Pro processor in it, but I can only imagine how hot that's going to get performing some of these pro level tasks that they expect people to do with the Pro Series chip. So a Pro Series chip and the thinnest iPhone ever made with no vapor chamber and a lot of titanium. That for me is a recipe for overheating disaster. That's what we got with the 15. That's what we got with the 16. That's why Apple shifted. So I can only anticipate that we will have heat issues with this phone. If we don't have heat issues with it, that means it's probably got to be downclocked or throttled severely in certain instances so it doesn't get hot or under certain conditions, as Google would say with their updates and their fixes. So, yeah, no vapor chamber, still titanium, one speaker, Pro Series chip, and then it's got one camera, one speaker, small battery. It's just for me it's like the anti Edge. The Edge at least has those things. It has two cameras. It has stereo speakers. It has a vapor chamber, even though it's got titanium. It's got a bigger battery by 800 milliamps. Now, I will say the original rumors were pointing to like a 2,900 milliamp battery, so I'm glad they squeezed a 3,100 in there. But I haven't seen a 3,100 milliamp battery in I think since I don't know, was it the Z Flip 5G? Maybe that I think that was a 3,300 milliamp actually, or 2,950. maybe the Z Flip 3. I don't know. It's been a long time, and it's because it was a folding phone. So I actually like the thin phones. Like, I look at that phone, and that's why I say it is a beautiful disaster. Like, hardware wise, like, it's a disaster, but it looks so good. I want one. So I'm very conflicted, very, very conflicted. Like, Anakin Skywalker, whenever he was trying to figure things out in episode 3, like, very, very conflicted, but I just don't see myself buying one. Like, maybe you can, and maybe it's the right phone for you. I'm not saying people won't love the phone. I'm not saying people won't enjoy it. But for $1,000, one camera, one speaker, small battery, no vapor chamber, and I'm sure there's some other things I'm missing there, and I think it's going to overheat. Um, yeah, it's just not my cup of tea. And like I said, it's a big shift in the narrative because all those negatives I just mentioned, those are not evident in the S25 Edge that got thrown under the bus. Like, that phone got run over. It got run over again by the tech reviewers, and it got lambasted in the public court of public opinion, only for the iPhone Air to show up and it's like, oh, it's changed everything. But 3 months ago, when the other one came out, it's like, who asked for this? Well, apparently everybody asked for it if you're an Apple fan. So it'll be interesting. I'm interested to see what the reviews are on it. I probably won't get one. I mean, y'all know me. I may end up getting one anyway. I don't know. We'll see how much money I have left over after I make it back from Germany, which is why I'm wearing this hoodie. It's chilly here. I'm outside of Frankfurt, and I don't know, one of my most favorite places in the world. It's a place, if you look it up on the map, it's called Rudesheim. You can see it right here behind me. It's just like a town next to a mountain that the entire thing is just vineyard. It's just grapes all up and down it. Big gondola goes to the top of the mountain. There's a big monument up there and everything, and it's like 68 degrees here right now. It is beautiful during the day, and in the evening time it's like 50. It's amazing. And then I'm going to go back to Houston in 2 days, and it's going to be 95 degrees. So life won't be good for me in 2 days. And I'm actually really concerned about being able to pre-order. I was just doing the math. My plane leaves, so the pre-orders start in 2 days on Friday at 5 a.m. Pacific time. That means 7 a.m. Central time, which is where I'm from. Doing the math, I'm 7 hours ahead. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. My plane takes off at 1:50. Actually, I think it's 1:55. I am going to be going down the runway, or probably at about 3,000 or 4,000 feet, ascending to climbing to altitude at the time these things go on pre-order. So I have serious questions about being able to even pre-order the phone of my choice, because of the fact that even with the security stuff, I may not be able to with the Wi-Fi. And if heaven forbid the Wi-Fi on the plane doesn't work, then who knows what I'll do. But I will be trying my best to get one. I'm so torn between the 17 Pro and the Pro Max, because every time I put my faith in Apple's battery life, I've started with the Pro the last 3 years. I started with the Pro with the 14, the 15, and the 16. Battery life, poop, poop, and more poop. So I ended up going to the Max. So this time I'm going to start with the Max, and if the battery is amazing, then I'll give it to my wife and I'll get the Pro. And then life will be good and we'll be happy, and then she'll get her upgrade because she's had the same iPhone for 4 years. And I will test this one out. Maybe I can make videos about both. But anyway, that's just some internal monologue that you'll have to listen to there. Also, I'm going through withdrawals from chips and salsa. But I'll be back to Houston soon. I think this may be the next to last video y'all see with the selfie camera right now on my iPhone. The lighting in here, it looks terrible. So, I mean, it makes my face look better, because normally you have to see my ugly face in higher quality. But yeah, it's not, the selfie camera's not doing justice in the lighting here. But anyway, that's my thoughts on the iPhone Air. I'm reserving final judgment, until I can get my hands on one, or at least see some more footage about them, how they handle things in everyday life, and see if somebody can snap one in half. So lots of thoughts. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Are you interested in it? I mean, I love the thin concept. I love my S25 Edge. Like, I thought it was going to suck, and I ended up loving it. So at first glance, yeah, much worse. The iPhone Air is much worse than what the expectations I had. But hey, maybe Apple will do some Apple magic, and it will turn out to be much better than we think that it is. But you can't do much better and fix one camera or one speaker and 3100 milliamp and a phone with a 6.5-inch display, which isn't even Quad HD Plus, by the way. It's like 12 something p. It's like 1260p or whatever. Anyway, I don't really care that much. It's in between 1080p and 2K. That's totally fine. I'm not going to nitpick on that. But anyway, yeah, 120 hertz too. So we'll see what we get. So that's all I got. If you got any questions, comments, gripes, concerns, complaints, please go to the comment section. I'll do my best to get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.